Hi, welcome to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to give you kind of an overview of what I teach and a little bit of my background. I will still play about a dozen different examples, plus a little piece of a solo. All those, I will leave links in the description. These are all from my previous instructional videos. In my instructional videos, I always will demonstrate the pieces slow, so you can kind of follow the fingerings. I'll explain what I'm doing, give practice tips, oftentimes variations, and I'll show tab on screen, but also give a link where you can download the tab for free. So my background is I've been teaching guitar for about 35 years, since 1987. And I've taught people at every level, from little kids who are just starting out to people who already had degrees in music or professional players. One player you might already know, Mike from Art of Guitar, was a student of mine back when he was in high school, and we are still in contact now. In fact, he was, I believe, my first subscriber on this channel. So I've also studied with a lot of famous players. I went to G.I.T when I was, back in 86, 87, and that was a time when Paul Gilbert, Frank Gambale, Jennifer Batten were all instructors there, along with many other great instructors. And I have a whole series of videos talking about what it was like to attend there, and what some of the classes were like, the expectations, some things you learned from it, and I demonstrate some of that stuff, what like the daily practice regimen they recommended were. And again, I'll leave links in the description for those. Let's jump into some of these ideas though. So I'll teach you basic like arpeggio fingerings, triads, sevenths, etc. But then once you have those down, I'll put them together in exercises or licks like that, where you can then move them across the neck within the key and combine them in different ways, or take a small shape and combine it together with other small shapes to make bigger shapes, or something simple like, in this case, a major 7. And there I combined it with two different minor 7 arpeggios, which when combined together actually turned it into a major 9 or a major 13 arpeggio. I also do less common fingerings, things like, and that's a 2-note per string pattern. So you don't have to sweep it if you don't want to. Or this one, which comes from Jason Becker, and it's stacked fifths instead of stacked thirds in the arpeggio. Or I'll put a sequence involved in it, something like, so it has a diminished arpeggio with a sequence added in. And I'll apply sequences to scales too. So that's just a basic major scale with a sequence put in. Or there's a sequence that kind of moves across the neck to get you better at shifting positions. In addition to the pentatonic in different modes, I'll teach less common ones like the Hirajoshi scale, which is a Japanese pentatonic, or the harmonic minor scale. So, and then I also do a lot of the original pieces that maybe are using different ideas from the videos. So like I'll write an original piece using the scales. So this is one that comes from one of my shorts that's using pentatonic scales. And that was all pentatonics. I just switched keys at one point, but other than that, it was all pentatonics. So I also will teach practical theory, things like what chords are in a key, formulas for arpeggios and scales, memorizing the notes on the neck, technique improvement, things like building strength or flexibility, or increasing speed, or sweep or economy picking. Basically, I'm putting out a new video every 5 days or so. So covering a lot of different areas, a lot more to come. If you are interested, check out some of my videos and subscribe. Also, I'd appreciate if you leave likes or leave comments. Both those things helps the YouTube algorithm to push my videos a little bit more, and more people get to see them. Anyways, thanks for watching.